Hey there, it's me, Melissa, here at Quilting by Heart. I hope that y'all are having a great day today. So I thought I would pop on and we would work some more on our Scrappy flag project. I had posted part 1 and we had got a good little piece with our Scrappy flag. So I'm going to be sewing some more on that project today. And I'm kind of in a different place. I'm here in my dining room today. And I'm going to be sewing on my vintage Husky Viking 2000. I got her out and I oiled her some and I've been working with her. She's running pretty good now. I've been working with the tension on it. I had some issues with my tension. It was gathering my fabric and I just kept working with it, and I was adjusting the bobbin tension and I was adjusting, you know, the top tension on her. And I just kept working with it, and I was just getting that gathered stitch, and I finally figured out. She does not like for her thread. I've got a thread comb, if you can see right here. I've got a thread stand back here that I generally use so that I can use the bigger spool. Miss Priss here does not like her thread to be feeding off of the thread comb. She prefers her thread to come off of her spool pin. So I put the thread, went and got a smaller spool of thread and put it on her spool pin, and now she's running good. So I'm going to be piecing on her today some, and yeah, it was so funny. I've got an honest confession to make. It was so funny because a lot of the machines that I got, some of them did not come with their original, you know, they didn't have their original cases. They didn't have their manuals. A lot of them didn't. But she actually come in her box. But I was running around on YouTube I was looking on the internet, high and low, trying to find the manual so that I could know how to regulate her stitch over here, because this is a little something different than I've ever used before. So I'm just looking everywhere online on the internet, seeing if I can find the manual for her, and it hits me, Melissa, she come in a box. Go and look in her box. So I go and look in her box. Not only is her manual there, still in really great condition, so of her parts, I mean, just about every part that she came with, down to some extra Husqvarna needles, was all in her little box. And I'm like, that's where it's supposed to be, in the box. So yeah, I'm thinking about a name for her, and I've you know, really cast about for names, and I'm leaning towards maybe naming her something Swedish. If you've got a good name, a suggestion that might be something like a Swedish or a Vikingish name, post it in the comments below, because I want to get her named. I like to name my sewing machines. So she's such a pretty, like a light green color. She's such a cute little machine. And I'm going to be sewing on her today. I'm going to get her going, and I'm going to be sewing and piecing on her today. So I looked for the 1/4 inch seam on here, because I'm not for sure if this was a 1/4 inch foot. I intend to piece on her. She was made so well, because she's got the coolest darning foot, which we would call that a free motion foot. She's got a really cool darning foot. She has just a lot of things. She's got the knee lift that attaches onto her. She's got this bed, this extendable bed that came with her. It's so smooth. It's the metal on it. It's so smooth. I love the metal versus the plastic parts. There's just something about metal machines versus plastic machines. It's a whole different world. And what gets me with her is how quiet she runs. She runs really, really quiet. I've noticed that. She runs very quiet. Even considered to upside of a modern machine, she runs really quiet. She's a lot quieter than my brother PQ. So yeah, I'm going to flip you around and set you up so you can watch me piece some of these blocks. And before I start doing that, I will be working the first unit that we pieced was the blue blocks. The second unit was this right here. So I'll be working on the body of the quilt down here. And let's see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows of the alternating white and red, which my white is actually a very taupey color. So there's going to be 9 rows there. And it will be alternating with the white and the red, all the way down. So each of these rows will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blocks. Or 12, 12 squares per row. 12 of the little squares per row. So yeah, we're going to get busy. And of course I'm sewing with a 1/4 inch seam, as I've already said. And her stitch length is set, I reckon it's about a 2.5 here. I kept, tweaking on it and moving the stitch length, but I settled on about a 2.5 on her. So it's really, really well. It's not too short, because these old-fashioned machines, they have the littlest, tiniest stitches that you can do. And if you were to make a mistake and have to pick that out with a seam ripper, it would be a nightmare. So, yeah. She's set on 2.5. I'm going to have to get used to the buttons on it that works the reverse. I want to go down here to this bottom button to work the reverse, but that actually drops the feed dogs. Ain't she fancy? She has a button that drops her feed dogs. Right down there is a button that drops the feed dogs. And this one right here controls the reverse, the machine going in reverse. So yeah, but anyways, let's get busy sewing up some quilt squares. But first, coffee. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. She sews really smooth too. I wished you could just sew on her. And to think I have not took her apart. I mean, I did take off the needle plate to look down into the machine to see, if she was full of lint or debris or anything like that. And she was really clean. I opened up this. She's really clean, so yeah, she was well taken care of. And here we go. Sew. Got a smaller footprint, and we have a camper, and sometimes we go camping. My husband and I have a little small RV, and I was thinking, that I might like to take a machine. I saw people take their machines on the RV trips, which who am I kidding? Most of the time when we're away, I'm so busy cooking for everybody and doing things. But if we ever take a relaxing RV trip, maybe I could take her with me and sew on her. So yeah. Here I am back, and we have all of our strips sewn together. So I have 5 of the off-white strips, and I have 4 of the red strips for my flag with. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these to my ironing board, and I'm going to press all the seams going in one direction. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just pressing all the seams in one direction. And then I'll meet you back here at the sewing machine. We'll be sewing these strips together to form the final unit. The 3rd unit will be sewing that final unit together. And then after we get that done, we can put our flag pieces all together and we can see what we've created. Trust me, I'm going to be as surprised as you are just about it. Welcome back. So I have all of my strips, the seams pressed in one direction. So I'm going to be sewing them together now. I'm going to start sewing together this final unit for my Scrappy flag. And so I'll be alternating with the white square and the red square. The white square and the red squares. I hope you can understand. I will be alternating my rows, a white row, or should I say off-white row, because that's what I'm doing. An off-white row with a red row. An off-white row with a red row. All the way down until I finish piecing all of my rows together, and then we're going to be able to sew our flag together. It's taken me a little while because I told y'all that I had cut out all my pieces the other day, and I thought that maybe I didn't count them all individually, so I had to go and cut more pieces because I did not have enough pieces, so I had to take some time to do that. Yeah, but I had hoped I had got enough, but I had to go back and cut some more. So let's get to sewing these rows together. And as before, I will be pinning my rows together at the seams, the little intersections. I'm going to be pinning these together, nesting my seams. You quilters will know what that means, nesting my little seams together, with some going one way and the other one's going the other way. And that way, it'll just give me just a little bit better of a seam. So, yeah, I'll be nesting them. All right, here we are again. I have my third part of my flag, the final part of my flag. I've got it all sewn together now. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and look at my diagram here, and I'm going to be adding all of my pieces together. So I'll be sewing the blue unit to the smaller striped unit here. And then when I get those two sewed together with a 1/4 inch seam, I'm going to sew them to my final unit that I just made today. And I'm going to do that, and I'm going to press out my top, and I'll be back to show you my completed top. Okay, here I am again, and I'm finished with my Scrappy flag. All 3 units are sewed together, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. I said I was going to press it out, but I'm tired, so I'm not going to press it out right now. But I'm going to go ahead and show y'all. I did get all 3 units together. And I don't know how much of it that y'all can see. But yeah, I'm going to post some photos at the end where you can see it a little bit better. So yeah, so I hope that y'all have enjoyed going along with me for this little project. I'm telling you though, the last leg of this one has been a little bit of a doozy. Me and old Jack, we got some time together. Oh, me. It was a little harder than I thought it was there at the home stretch, but that's because I wasn't looking at my diagram like I should have been. But I hope that y'all are having a great day. Like I said, if you like my channel, you can like this video, you can subscribe. Until next time when we're together doing something else quilty, this has been Melissa here at Quilting by Heart. You have a great day.